This is a public health crisis that we have. The more porous the policy, the longer we're going to be doing this, the more people are going to die, and the more likely our healthcare system cannot meet the needs of people.
We have done an incredible job. We're going to continue. It's going to disappear. One day, it's like a miracle. It will disappear.
1,000 Americans died of the coronavirus.
So this last Wednesday was Earth Day, and I decided to go down the road to our 80-acre property and take a hike. Sorry about that. That is the bass from my music. Thought it looked kind of cool though. But I decided to go for a walk because instead of staying inside and feeling sorry for myself being stuck in quarantine, why not get out and appreciate the earth? While I was driving into the property, I accidentally scared away some friends. But you know, social distancing and all. I decided to pick up a little bit of garbage before I went for my walk. Found a Barbie doll head, kind of weird. Then I started walking, just seeing what I could find and recording everything. There I am with my bag and I was ready to go. Even though we're all stuck in quarantine, I strongly suggest to everyone to try something new or get outside and just go for a walk. Even if you don't want to, even if you have no motivation, because that day I didn't have any motivation to get up, get dressed, and go outside. But I did, and I was happy after it was done, because at least I got out and did something, and I saw some really cool stuff. along the way. Some stuff that I wouldn't have appreciated if we weren't stuck in quarantine, because I probably never would have gone on this hike. So just remember, during this quarantine, I know it's hard, but just take some time for yourself and to find some new things, and maybe those things will be outside.
So today we're going to talk about how to clean your car. You first want to start rinsing the outside down. This can either be with a pressure washer or just a bucket of water, just to loosen it up. You don't want to scratch your paint when you start scrubbing it. This can take a little bit of time, probably 15 minutes, just to get the entire car all rinsed down. If you have one, you then want to put some soap in your foam gun and hook it up to your pressure washer. Once you've completed that, you want to continue spraying your car down with that soapy water. This can take up to 5 minutes. Once you are done spraying your car, you want to fill a bucket full of water and put soap in that as well. Begin scrubbing the outside of your car with a foam brush or a soft microfiber towel. Make sure you get in all the tight places because it'll show in the final product. After you're all done scrubbing your car, you want to rinse your whole entire car down to ensure all the soapy, dirty water is off. Once you complete all these steps, you'll have a nice clean car and you can drive around with satisfaction.
My name's John Stevens. Well, I bought it in, when I bought it in 1980 or 92, 500 GL Silverwing. I rode it 2 years after I bought it, and then I quit riding it because the county was pea-stoning the roads all the time, and I started having kids. Got it out, started riding again 2 years ago. I had to have like $1,400 worth of work done on it because it's been setting for almost 30 years. When I started riding motorcycles for age was about 15, 16 years old. I started riding because Dad rode when he was younger, and my sister also, she rode, and it just was something I did for relaxation, riding around in the fields and stuff with my dirt bikes. And the year my bike is an 82. I bought the bike, I think it was 10 years old when I bought it. I only give $1,000 for it. It was for sale up in town. And like I said, I rode it for 2 years. I'm not into getting these big Harleys or anything like that. I just like my little 500 Silverwing. It goes down the road just fast enough, keeps me out of trouble. Oh yeah, it would be nice to have an Indian, because that's what Dad used to ride when he started riding.
All right, this should be the place. All I have to do is open the door and talk to whoever's inside. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Hello, and stop what you're doing.
What are you doing in my house?
That doesn't matter. All that matters is that I am stopping you from going outside in the middle of a pandemic.
How do you know I was going outside?
Well, that doesn't matter. It's just on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. What does matter here is that I need you to give me some of your time to hear me out about donating to charity.
Well, if it means you leave my house.
Great. Well, I work with an organization that works on flattening the curve of the pandemic that we're in, and all we need to get people like you to do is to simply give a damn. Giving even a single damn will help out in the long run and our fight against the virus.
Are you accusing me of not doing my part?
I mean, you were just about to leave, go outside, go socialize, and I don't see you giving a single damn, so I guess you could say that.
You just broke into my house.
Yes.
I'm calling the police.
Wait, no, please, ma'am, please don't do that.
Yes, yeah, a creepy dude just broke into my house, and he won't leave.
Ma'am, please don't
Get out.
send them.
Go.
Oh,
Get
no,
out. Get out of
please.
my house.
All right, just please don't sick them.
Bye.
All right, cuff 'em, boys.
Oh no.
I'm Kathleen. I love to bake, so today I'm making chocolate chip cookies.
Roman was born February 16, 2020 at Harper Hessel Hospital. Roman was born at 37 weeks, and the doctors, they consider that as full term. But the reason why he was born at 37 weeks is because he was smaller, on the smaller side, and the complications that he has. And so right after delivery, Roman had to get rushed to Children's Hospital because they had to immediately start giving him a certain type of medication to basically trick his body to think he was still inside. And it'll help him keep this like passageway open so he can breathe until they knew once they kept it open, they knew that he could breathe. Once they closed, they had to close monitor him to make sure he wasn't gonna just not be responsive. Surgery is expected to happen in between 4 to 6 months or 11 pounds. They said if he's 11 pounds and it's severe at that time and he needs it, they're gonna go ahead, but 4 to 6 months. But right now, that's kind of a scare for me and his dad because of the coronavirus and all the stuff that's going on. The type of surgery that Roman needs to have is an open heart surgery. What they plan on doing for his open heart surgery is he's gonna get cut down the middle, make this certain type of like fake skin that will go on the heart, where the skin will be on a normal heart is where they're gonna build him the skin that he needs. So the doctors, they create it and they go in right directly on his heart and they put it in. So, and then after the surgery, with him having that surgery, it's gonna help him be able to be active like a normal kid, run, skip, jump, play, certain activities and all that stuff. My biggest fear about the surgery is his healing and the process of my first and only child to have to go through that at such a young age. It can be, I know that the doctors are licensed and know what they're doing, but everything has a 50-50 chance of how the way things work. But with my faith in God, I feel like we're gonna be good. Some of my favorite moments with Roman, it's like how he is now. He wants his mommy here. He likes to cuddle and lay with me, and seeing him eat and make little cute baby noises. I like all that stuff. Roman is a humongous blessing in my life. I didn't expect to have children. I was a person that always was looked at as an awesome aunt and could potentially be an awesome mother. I always liked the kids, and now I'm blessed with my own kid. He's a big blessing. I feel like every day, that's what I work so hard for. Like my whole life, I used to work hard all the time. And I was just working hard. It's not really, I just feel like that's something that you had to do in life, to be successful. But now it's even more of a blessing and a feel good in the inside to be working hard for him.
We started going to Piston games back in the early 80s. I had just gotten out of high school, loved to play basketball. I had buddies that loved it as well. So we would invest in a 10-game package deal for what they called a mini season. So we would hop in my 1967 Buick Special, rear-wheel drive, take the back roads all the way, just yucking it up the whole time. Usually the drive was a bigger adventure than the games were. The Pistons weren't very good yet. They just got Isaiah Thomas, they had Kelly Tripucka, but mostly their warm-up drills were the highlights of the game because they were just dunking. Just everything was a dunk. Everything was unscripted, just Earl, twirl, Kirt, and everyone trying to outdo each other. And the games would start, and they'd be mediocre at best. Things changed when they got John Sally, Dennis Rodman, and they brought in Ricky Mahorn, and then all of a sudden they're playing defense. Isaiah is a star, but they're playing as a team. Bill Laimbeer. That's when they became the bad boys. But there's always a hurdle to get over. There were always the Celtics there. The New York Knicks were always tough. Milwaukee. And then you go to the West, and of course you got the Lakers. So we felt that this is our team. We were with them when they stunk, and then to see them rise up to the late 80s when they were a dominant force, battles, we felt like we were the guys that raised them because we were there through the early years when they stunk. And to see them reach the championship level, it just brought so much pride and joy. That's when the NBA was its best, in my opinion. You know, they've got the stars now, but back then, that was our team. So, exciting times for sure.
Hello, I am James Kilgore, and today we are going to be investigating my house for any ghostly presences. I believe it to be haunted, and so we will see what's lurking around the corners in the dark. It's not actually dark because it's light outside because I'm actually really afraid of the dark, but the lights are off. We are now investigating the house. I don't know what to expect, but there could be anything around the corners. The mildly dark corners, that is. I've just entered the kitchen, and it seems that there is a ghost that left a mess in my sink. I don't know for what purpose, demonic or otherwise, but do know, ghosts, that we're on to you. I believe that there's any ghost presence, they could be in this closet. Turns out there's no ghosts in the closet, but they did leave a mess in the garbage. I think this is a stinky spirit we're dealing with. I was startled to find when I entered my room that the ghost has made a mess in here as well. The stinky ghost has no limits. I don't know if you just saw, but something touched me as I was coming out of the hallway. I don't know what it was or what kind of presence, but it was there, and I felt it, and it touched me. There he is. Wait, no. It's just the Swiffer. I don't remember putting the Swiffer there, but I am also not very clean. I think that seems to be the story of this whole house. So, it's probably been there since the last time I never used it. Well, it looks like our hunt for the stinky ghost has no results. And in fact, I'm the stinky ghost. And I should probably clean my house. Well, tune in next time, and maybe we'll find a real ghost. This is James Kilgore, Ghost Boy, signing off.
Due to the coronavirus, the Kirsch family has had a lot of spare time on our hands.
The Kirsch family has decided to
perfect our shots.
perfect our shots.
Don't mess with Kristen.